Hey everybody! You knew I was going to say that, didn't you? So anyway, here we are, Mr. and me, in our command center. So the video that you just saw, which I haven't put out yet, but it's finishing and I have no internet. I'm sorry, it was a little bit chopped up. And to you guys it might have seemed in sequence, but it was a little bit out of sequence. But I'm getting back in the swing of the editing, which I really don't edit hardly anything. I don't put in music, yada yada. So anyway, I'm only going to talk here for a second, but we have come from the Ron Coleman mine, which we did great at the Ron Coleman mine, and we'll show you a full thing of what we got. And we're going to clean up a bunch of it. We brought bags and buckets of uncleaned rock home. And so now today we moved to the Crater of Diamonds State Park, and tomorrow we're going to go look for diamonds, which is a whole nother thing, because now you're looking at little screens like this, and in the sign-in visitor center they sell tweezers. So we're like, well, we'll give it a shot. What the heck, maybe we'll find something really big enough to pick up with just your fingers, maybe a bunch of garnets and stuff. But anyway, so that's where we're at, and more to come tomorrow. Oh, there was one other thing. I've got like 400 videos and maybe 15 comments or 20 comments. So please feel free to put in a comment down below. I mean, all 35 of the viewers. A couple more of you could at least put in a like, hit the like button even. And not that I'm searching for extra views for any reason, because I'm not in it for money, but at least whatever. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Crater Lakes Campground. Or Crater Lakes. Crater of Diamonds Campground. Pretty cool. Heavily wooded. The crater itself, it's not really a crater that you can visually see or anything, but there's some friends we just met, Matt and Jazz over there. But anyway, so as I told you before, that was a little bit of a bust, but I went and scavenged some firewood that some people left over the last 3 places. Excuse me, whew. Got the beer going now. And hang on, stick with me. You know I'm a one take. Here, so let's see what we got going here. There we go. So no diamonds, but drove around. There's a giant dam just up the road. Little did we know there's about 200 feet of water right up the road here, waiting to come down and flood this whole area someday. But so it is what it is. Tomorrow we're headed to Vernon, Texas, and we're only stopping there because it's 6.5 hours away, and they have a campsite. So we're making some move, trying to get some distance in the next couple days, get closer to Arizona. Drop down south to where it's hot. Need the air conditioning. So, show you a little bit of this campground. This is a state park campground, not a national park. But, you know, it does have concrete pads, blacktop, bathhouse right up there, and I imagine when it's packed in the summertime, it's hot and muggy, filled with dirty, stinky, dusty miners. So anyway, that's it for today. Oh, did stop and get a good pizza, which I needed badly. I had a craving. So see you tomorrow. Okay, so Crater of Diamonds is kind of a bust. I went there this morning. It rained all day yesterday, and it was just clay, mucky, nasty clay all throughout the whole 30 acres of fields where you can dig up the dirt. But I guess I didn't really realize it was going to be the panning, because it's so mucky that you got to take your bucket of dirt, go over to the watering trough thing, put it in your screen, and then try to rub the dirt off from all the rocks and the teeny pebbles and everything to look for diamonds. And my feet were this big around with clay in the first 20 minutes, and I didn't bring all my rain gear and big long rubber gloves for being right up in the water, and so after being a little bit spoiled for the crystals and stuff, I decided I'd had enough of that, and we're gonna just keep moving west. But hey, I stopped, checked it out, gave it a try, but it's hard to compete with something like this. Get spoiled at the first stop. But so we'll just keep you posted and let you know what happens. This is your first real glimpse of the real cluster, the $200 cluster, which I can't believe I actually found. Okay, on to the next place. Hey everybody. Well, another day and another campground. We did a nice long 7-hour drive yesterday. We came across 70. I-70, not an actual freeway, just an interstate. Some of it was divided, but it just went right across the middle, well not the middle, but southern Oklahoma all the way. Almost no traffic, just open plains as far as you can see, farms, hundreds and hundreds of windmills. But we came into Vernon, Texas, and it's just a little spot here along, yeah, it's like we always, I'm going to keep my voice down, but these RV parks are a usually used term like yacht club. This one is right next to a Walmart over here, right next to a train track over here that goes every 2 hours all night long with whistles, and then you got the freeway. right up here. It's got the trifecta. So we stayed here last night. We're going to stay tonight and get the hell out of here in the morning. And we're headed for Fort Sumner. Fort Sumner, New Mexico, I guess it is. And we are en route to the meteor crater in Arizona. I never gave you guys a tour of the rig, did I? Here, come on in. We're doing laundry today on this stopover. So anyway, you come in the front door, you got your queen bed. We got queen bed, leg room on both sides. We each get a big closet. Yeah, big closet. Some storage, and then underneath the bed you have a whole bunch more storage, and you can see in that front locker from the outside. And then, of course, inside to the left, you got your booth, storage. We got the wall shaker air instead of the roof mount. Storage up above. Got our antenna TV going. Storage, quite a bit. Pretty decent galley. I built this thing over top of the burners, 2-burner stove. Decent sized sink, plastic though, but maybe we can replace that. Microwave, storage. We use the electric frying pan when we can to save propane, of course, because we're so cheap. Storage. Dual refrigerator, either propane or 110, no battery powered. Pretty big bathroom with a shower, a dry bath. We're using it for a clothes dryer right now because we're washing everything. Pretty big vanity. Very comfortable for the two of us. We've been using just an electric heater. It heats the whole camper at night. That little thing. So, no worries there. Quite a big storage under there. And yeah, so it's been working out pretty darn good. Just got my antenna, a little bow tie antenna outside. Here's the garage. My rod holders built in there, and it's not that full, just a bunch of shit piled on this end. Got the electric tongue jack, came with that. Single tank propane, no slide outs on this unit, which is what I wanted. Water tank, water hookup, there's my antenna, and we got obviously full septic. Oh, we had a little something happen yesterday. The bike rack that I had on there was too much weight because the spare tire is so close. I had to put the bikes way out on the end. And we've got some weld cracking going. About to rip the whole bumper off and lose the bikes and everything in a nasty dragging fest down the road. So took that off. I'm gonna have to store the bikes inside. See if you can see. It's leaning out pretty good. Store the bikes inside. Maybe when we get out to Arizona, we can find a little local welder, put some braces on it, stiffen her all up, and give her another go. But it's a kind of a crappy mount for this spare tire. I couldn't get the bikes up close enough, and I can't turn that around because the way the damn thing's built, so I got to figure out a different place to mount that. And we get the power awning. It's quite nice, except you can't smack your head into these all the time. You got to hang a towel from them. But yeah, the previous owner put the double step and the additional big handle on here for him and his wife. He was already 80 years old, and he thought he was going to go camping some more, but his wife got in worse condition. So he took a big loss and sold it to us. So we're happy. And we're headed west. So you know what to do.